Ministers teach everybody about God pleading with people, right? Never forget how God pleads. God pleads with fire, with great hail. And he already said he's going to plead with people in the valley of Jehoshaphat, that he would plead with them there, right? Remember that. So when they part the land of Israel, you better believe, and they will part that land. Don't be deceived about that, because in Joel, you can clearly see the comment is made. They parted my land. Past tense. So they did part that land, right? They're going to part that land. But the activity is going to pick up once they do this. So based upon declarations of the UN, you're going to see an outbreak of things. And the red dust is coming. We'll cover that one. We're going to have to cover that one in a very short time. But the red dust is going to be everywhere. And listen, it's going to be a mixture of the desert dust, which will be at its strongest levels since they began to record the Sahara dust going all over the place, plus lots of particulates from the upper atmosphere. During that time, winds will increase outrageously all across the planet. That's something people are going to have to deal with, folks. The high winds are coming. You guys do understand that with these warmer temperatures, the ocean this summer was the hottest it had ever been, right? Those records are going to continue to be broken, but it's also caused a super drought. I say a super drought because no matter how much moisture we have, the water tables continue to drop. You're going to hear that story coming up soon. It's already begun in certain areas that many different towns and cities are having water problems, shortages. There are more cases. Last time I talked to you guys about this, I told you about a case of one town borrowing water from another town. This has been replicated for many more towns. So now you have certain towns who now have to borrow water from other towns, which means they're sharing their water source. It's going to totally dry up soon in quite a few places. This is happening without, there's some strange reasons behind it, but it's taking place. Right? So while everybody else is arguing over political things, the earth is being altered right before your eyes. And that's largely due to the sun, which is largely due to something else out there, which is highly influencing the sun, right? Highly influencing it. And hopefully this activity from the sun that happened on a couple days ago will cease so that we can record the new activity. That there's an expectation of activity in this day that we're in right now and tomorrow. So we'll see which one yields what. We'll see. And what's about to happen geologically? Part of the plagues. Part of the plagues. So what is this, Mike? What will happen to the Great Lakes? We're not going to have those long. They're going to dry out. Those lakes are going to dry up. I strongly believe that the Great Lakes are going to turn into saltwater lakes. That's what I believe. And when that, of course, that's going to be an obvious issue when the water table totally drops off with the Great Lakes, right? They've already, some of the shipments of water that go to China and other places have been greatly reduced in the last year. This year, records have been broken as far as a loss of what we export. Because America's losing stuff left and right. They are.